Hello, authentic Lourdes here with a read, starting off for the beginning of the year. If you are new to tarot, I'm going to offer 3 options. This is a pick a card. It's timeless, which means it'll resonate when you find it. And I'm going to start off by pulling 3 cards, and then we'll see. There's pile 1, pile 2 fell out next, and pile 3 fell out now. Awesome. Okay. Pile number 1 is the 10 of Cups. Pile number 2 is the Ace of Pentacles. And pile number 3 is the Emperor. And if it helps you, we're going to do an energy check-in so that you could see which pile resonates the most for you. And I'm going to start off with this check-in with the 10 of Cups. If this resonates for you, if you feel like your soul connection is related to something that is something you're very excited about, it's this thing that feels passionate, it feels exciting to connect to, then this is your pile. If you are pile number 2, then this feels like a very steady connection, like a very stable thing. Either you guys have been going for years, or this has been a soul connection, right? This is family, or this is somebody, a child, or someone who's steadily in your life. And if it's number 3, this can be work-related, a work-related connection, or this can be a very, I really want to say a fiery connection. Anyone who's a fire sign, or it feels like a really great, exciting, responsible connection. So, giving you those 3 options, I'm going to start with pile number 1, the 10 of Cups. Welcome to your read. Welcome to 2026. And let's see what we've got going here. Wow, 3 jumped out at one time, so I'm definitely taking all 3 of these, which we have the Hangman, the Temperance card, and the Hermit. These are all major arcana. These are very, very, very charged energies. These are very, wow, pile number 1. This is intense. Whatever connection this is intense. It feels like you guys are moving through. I just can relate, so that's all. Rolling my eyes, I can relate. This is a really interesting season where you get to be really patient. There's a lot going on within both of you. There's a lot of changes taking place that are very intentional. You're creating an intentional change, and so are they. Whether you guys have talked about it or not, it's something that you guys are actually, it's happening within you right now. So super interesting. Changing perspectives on all sorts of stuff, whether it's related to the connection or even some other stuff. I'm gonna get some clarification on that. You really get to be patient right now. The big, out of these 3 cards with this message coming through right now, it's like you get to be patient. You get to recognize that there are delays, recognize that there are pauses. This is a great time to really, really reflect. That's why you're experiencing Hermit. I feel like it's a lot of time with your thoughts. I feel like thoughts is a big thing that's coming up, but yeah, what is your perspective? Let's get clarification on what's changing around love. Okay, now perhaps you or this other person has already made these changes, and one of you is the one who's really sitting with the recognition that something really gets to be different than it has been before. So very interesting. On the bottom of the deck, check that out. You've got the Empress, which is the embodiment of all the queens together, all the suits. The Earth suit, the more grounded, stable, actually steady, getting things accomplished suit. The Cup suit, the emotional one. The water body. And the Fire suit, about your passions and your excitement and the things that are driving you forward. And the Air suit, or the swords, and being more balanced in the mind. So fascinating. And the sun's coming out over here. It was cloudy earlier, it's coming out in your reading. So super cool, love that. What else wants to come out for you, pile number 1? Okay, Page of Swords. I feel like for some of you, this person's really got their eye on you. They're really paying attention to what's going on for you, with you, through you. All the prepositions, there's 50 of them in English. So yeah, super interesting. And on the bottom of the deck, it could definitely be a Leo sign. It could be a fire sign. A lot of Sag energy in there too, a lot of heart energy. When I see this card in this moment, the thing that's coming up for me is the heart. There's a lot of heart expansion. There's a lot of heart stuff happening, a lot of love. I think a lot of things that they're recognizing, that they're passionate about, that they're excited about, or again, happening for you. But that's, again, you guys could both be sharing the experience. And so of all 3 of these piles, this feels the most like a love relationship. It could also still be family connection though. It could still be, these soul connections can be so many possibilities. It's so much fun. But for some of you, I do think the majority of you that chose this pile are those who are questioning about love. The Empress comes out again, along with the Peace card, like moving towards peace. This is interesting because for some of you, I'm getting this message that this only applies to you if you know that you guys are already on this trajectory where you could be moving in together. You could be creating a really nurturing, delicious home space, and this is something you guys are preparing for. For others of you, depending on what stage you are, right, in the relationship, this could be more about creating peace within the connection, creating that. For some of you where there's absolutely no contact, we're talking about really going within and really like seeing which direction do we really want to go. This feels like an extremely contemplative pile where people are really determining what's going on. I mean, I get it. It's the beginning of the year if you're watching this at this time, right now, 2026, or you could be watching this 2 years from now, right? And it could be December. So all sorts of things could be going on, but there's a lot of like looking at what gets to come in for you. And how do you get to create peace around that? That's big time what's coming through for pile 1 here. I'm gonna see, is there anything else? Oh man, I'm gonna pull from the Black and White Truth Oracle by yours truly. This is my deck. So much fun. And look how beautiful. I just love this floral backing. And then, yeah, it's extremely beautiful to the point. So helpful with soul connections. I love it so much. It also has a lovely linen texture and satin finish to it. So what do we have here? I crave your kisses is the first message. Whoa, those flew out. Okay. My instincts tell me that we're magical. It's worth preserving. And what can you transmute? I feel again like there's a lot of change happening here within you, within them, within the dynamic of the whole connection. That's what it really feels like. It feels like there's a lot of soul recognition on both parts. It doesn't matter like what your backgrounds are, what your spiritual development is, your awareness, right, about life, whatever it is. Interestingly enough, there's a lot of, awareness coming to light. So this is really interesting. Really, really cool. Wow. So a thought just came to my mind that I had not planned at all or thought about, but being an artist and because I design these cards, I realized how important and interesting it was for me to use black and white. And I'm bringing this up, it's related to your reading, but it's a very foundational place to start before you apply color. Because black is the absorption of light, and the white is the reflection of the light, the output and the input. And so, you are preparing the foundations for a really beautiful, powerful relationship. That, again, this opening card here is about the 10 of Cups, and there's a rainbow in here. So, the spectrum of light. I feel very called to share with you, like, study light, study darkness. What are they? Scientifically, also just meditate on it. Think about it. Contemplate on light. It's gonna serve you at this time. It's gonna help you learn more. I promise you, you can spend hours on this. You might not, and I get that. The more you take time to think about a tree, or about light, or about a piece of something, a focus. One practice that meditation really supports in, right? It's like creating a focus. Or the focus could be letting go, right? Entirely. Like you have a thought, let that go, right? Whichever way you're using the practice for, right? Meditation and contemplation, right? You're going to come away with more insights. That's really what I'm trying to say here. You're going to come away with insights. So be with that. Let that inform you today. Sit with a subject and let that be the thing. And so light feels like a really big subject for you, and darkness. Allow that to be something that feeds your soul today, or something you decide to spend the month on or the week on, right? So thank you, pile number 1. This is beautiful. I feel extremely inspired seeing this. It feels very relatable. And yeah, I'm really excited for you. I'm gonna move on to pile number 2 and see what wants to come through for this beautiful Ace of Cups. Super exciting. For pile 2, you have the beautiful Ace of Cups, which here it's a mandala, and it also represents this beautiful seed energy, like planting a seed. And what does this soul connection want to communicate to pile number 2? We've got the 2 of Wands. So this future planning, future forward looking. Wow, a lot of cards are coming out for you. So I'm just gonna trust that, and I'm gonna take all of them. And what does this tell me about your connection? Okay, this is so funny. I'm getting a romantic message first, but this could still be related to any of you. Yeah, you're burning in somebody's mind. You're burning in someone's mind. I've never gotten that message with this card before, but like you're lighting their mind up. Every neural pathway, every neural transmitter is like on fire with inspiration from you. You are really inspiring somebody at this time. It happens to be conflicting with their boss moves, with some of their everyday stuff. And there is a bit of, I would say, I want to use the word confusion. This card doesn't always represent that. But in this moment, I'm getting a really strong message of they're moving through some confusion. Why is that? Okay, here's why. Yeah, there's a past relationship they are having to move through, whether, again, family or romantic. Definitely getting a big loss for somebody. Somebody's experienced a big loss. I feel so sorry. I'm so sad for your person, or for you if this happens to be you. I could just sense that. It just feels like there is a loss, and that's where the confusion is coming from. So super interesting, pile number 2. I do feel like this card is very, very, it feels like a big punctuation, like the exclamation point in this sentence, basically, of this reading. It feels like there's a lot of prepping for the future, and you're on this person's mind for the future. So that is super interesting. If you care to leave in the comments like how alive this is for you right now, or how much this resonates, like please let me know, because this is really interesting. Okay, we're getting another emotion here of a bit of heaviness. And yeah, again, yeah. So this individual they may not even be talking to you right now, and that may be concerning to you. I would say it doesn't need to be, because this person is really sitting with a lot of emotions. There's a lot of heavy emotions, real sentiment that is not very comfortable. Those 3 of Swords in the reverse, as well as the 5 of Cups. So yeah, there's a lot going on there. Yeah, I can really feel that. It even makes me want to like close up my throat and not say anything. So that makes sense to me that they're like probably not even communicating with you right now. Yeah. Yep, I've got the Four of Swords. They're really just trying to focus in on themselves, nurture themselves, be really in a pause with themselves. Yeah, so yep, they're looking to prep a new beginning. So the wheel will turn at some point. Something's gonna change for them. But I did notice something which is interesting. The amethyst came up for me. So if you have one or you've been feeling called to get one, this might be a great time to have amethyst support you. Whether it be just this little tiny crystal you purchase, or maybe you paint with amethyst. There is real paints, right, that you could paint with amethyst. Or you just purchase something with that color that you want to wear. It's really interesting, yeah, how color is so important to us. That actually came up in pile number 1, interestingly enough. So if you're here from pile 1, hey. Okay, and I've got the Four of Pentacles coming up as well. I'm gonna get clarification on that. Why is the Four of Pentacles coming up right now? Oh, wow, okay. Yeah, there's a lot of heart expansion coming through right now. A lot of heart expansion. A lot of, yeah, there's a lot. Yeah, I feel like they're about to have a season that hits them where a lot's about to happen. And a big theme is heart expansion. So the way that you can support them now is, if they care to talk, be there and listen, and don't even say anything. Another way you could be there is literally just sending them love. Yeah, like they're about to come into a big, like, didn't I say, like, the wheel's gonna turn for them? There's a big shift coming in. It's a big shift that's coming. So yeah, that's interesting. I'm gonna pull from the Black and White Truth Oracle. This is by me, Lourdes, or yours truly here. And we've got, this deck is excellent for soul connections. I love it so much. Trust yourself. You already know. That's so beautiful. There's this deep inner trust. Everything in life is reminding you to trust so that you create that positive feedback loop. I know this is a practice, but the more you be in trust and practice and develop that, the more that will reflect to you in life. You will feel that you can trust life. Let me tell you, if you want to know more about that, hit me up. We can talk. You can email me. There's lots of ways to find me. I'm on the socials. You can find me. But yeah, you could send me a message at love@authenticlourdes.com. I know I'm meant to love you for eternity. Yeah, for some of you, there's a really powerful romantic connection in here, as well as it could be family too. And yeah, and you're inspiring. People are being inspired by your journey, but especially this person. Like, didn't we say that earlier? Yeah, like there is a strong, powerful message that you are inspiring this person. So you get to trust that right now. And again, this word trust keeps coming up. If that's something that you really want support around, hit me up. I've got you. Another thing I feel really called to share with you about is a really beautiful offering that I have, and that's really to support you in learning more about parts of yourself that are like your thumbprint written in the stars with your astrology and your human design and your gene keys. And so if that's something you're interested in, hit me up, and in the description box below you'll find links to connecting more and finding more parts about you. It's really fun and beautiful, and I found it extremely helpful, like even on a practical basis, on how I digest my food. Like, are you joking me? It helps me understand when is the best time for me to eat, and the best scenarios and situations for me to be working in, and for me to go and get ideas for creativity. Like, that's pretty powerful. Like, that is something that it's such a foundational reminder to me on how I make my decisions in life, because without that, I find myself making decisions that just aren't the most supportive, aren't the most aligned. So that's why I love offering this as an offer, because it really supports people in learning more about themselves and making really, really, really strong, aligned decisions that open up more doors and opportunities that you like would have missed out on otherwise, because you're like kind of in the muck. So want some clarity? I got you. yeah, and like, I think I'm gonna leave it here, pile number 2. This feels really great, really clear, really solid. Be with the word trust. Be with the experience of trust, because the more you do that, the more that opportunity is gonna open up for you in life. And maybe that's a theme for you right now, is that you're like learning to really develop and get back into trust. And maybe that's something in this relationship that needs to be rebuilt. So really excited for you. Please hit me up or leave a comment in the comment section, because yeah, I'd love to see what's really alive and how this really resonates for you right now. I am really excited, pile number 2, for your year and this beautiful soul connection that you have. And yeah, I am gonna leave it at that for pile number 2, and I'm gonna move on to pile number 3, which is the Emperor. Amazing. So what do we have here? I've got, ooh, are you joking me? Are you joking? Immediately flips out the Empress. So I'm just gonna straight up say this. Some of you are married who chose this pile. I get it. It feels like you guys are moving through some really strong, even conflicting perhaps decisions that you've got to make. Oof. It feels like you guys moved through some real stuff. Whether or not you guys, this can even be related to people who are in no contact right now, or maybe even an ex, a past lover. I can feel that too. This is very strong. This is for people who have been in some really intense relationships. Just saying. And if this is a family member, yeah, this is someone where you guys have to really work together, and there's a decision to be made, and you guys are almost like really holding on to yours and not looking to create a win-win scenario. But that's the opportunity and the invitation with this pile number 3. How do you create a win-win scenario? Well, this is exciting. I'm excited for you, pile 3. This is awesome. This is crazy. Okay, so we've got the World card, and I've got the 3 of Wands here. Yeah, there is, you guys have like either literally like you're about to make a move, like you're gonna move somewhere in the world, and you guys are looking at like, where do you invest your assets right now? Literally, some of you guys are like at that level of intensity of working with something. Some of you are literally making some major decisions about your romantic partnership. Yeah, and some of you have known each other since you were kiddos. Like, that's pretty awesome with this nostalgia card here. This is a really intense soul connection. This is like, of all the 3 piles, I'm so surprised. I could tell a lot of you guys have been together for a while. Some of you may even have children together, right? Like, yeah, with that 6 of Cups too. This is intense. I feel like you guys have a big, major decision to make together. And some of you, this is like, even if there's no contact happening, there is a sense of like, how are you guys going to move forward? Because there is a desire to move forward there. That's really interesting. And those are for those of you who that you already know there's something there. There's already this type of flow happening, not those of you who like just met somebody and have a crush, right? This pile is not about that. Like, oh, this is somebody who like, there's something already established. Interesting. Yeah, there's a lot of fire here too. It feels like for even some of you, this may be a passion project, and you guys are having to make decisions about it. And maybe even perhaps for some of you, this is a passion project for one of you, and then the other one is having to make some big, major moves and decisions that are disrupting other things in their life, right? Like career and other stuff. So that feels extremely alive right now. Let me just tell you. I actually feel like pulling from the Black and White Truth Oracle. This is my deck by yours truly. I'm so excited. Look how beautiful the back and the black and white messages. They're so clear. It's so fun for soul connections to look into. But what I do want to share is, yeah, this deck is available. Link is below, so you can purchase and find other things at authenticlourdes.com. It's so much fun. Ooh, do what makes you feel glamorous. Okay, I'm really feeling like, wow, you guys, okay, let's see, what's on the bottom of the deck? Whew. Yeah, there's a very, very clear underlying message in your message here, and it has to do with actual there's expansion, there is opportunity here, there is so much going on. You guys get to be in the determination to create a win-win scenario. I like cannot emphasize that enough. In this pile, you guys get to create it. What makes you feel glamorous. It's about creating this win-win dynamic. Like, how do both of you feel like you can get somewhere with it? Does it mean, I'm just throwing this scenario out there, this is crazy, a lot of people are not comfortable with this, I get it, I'm still gonna say it. Can you guys live in 2 different places for a season until something gets figured out and worked out? I feel like it's gonna create expansion for you guys. It's gonna create freedom, it's gonna create more opportunities, it's gonna create more money. I literally feel that, feeling your energy. And no, I'm gonna let you sit with that for a moment. Feeling your energy and no. I feel like when I said the word no, you immediately knew what that was related to. Be with that for just a moment. Be with that for just a moment. What is the no in response to a question you've had? And what energies are you feeling? What are you sensing with your 5 senses? I describe intuition as tuning into, tapping into, extending and expanding your 5 senses. We feel the sunlight and we don't see the ultraviolet rays coming out, the infrared rays, all the other things in the light spectrum. We don't see them, but we feel them. They move through the body. They still penetrate us. It's so beautiful. So that's the reminder that your intuition is when you choose to tap into that. You can ignore it. You're allowed to. There are times we have to because there's a lot going on and we've got to shut some stuff down. But when you want to dial in, dial up, it's time to tune in. And so this is a very clear message that you really get to tune into that. And what is that no in answer to? So yeah, it's interestingly enough, in this deck, I felt called to make a yes or a no card, which is interesting because I'm going to say you always have to take that with a grain of salt. But let me tell you, when you really sit with your intuition, it's fascinating to see what comes through. Yeah, but I feel like you create the win-win scenario. That is the biggest message for you guys, literally tuning into what gets to be this win-win for both of you. And I want to remind you, what I'm feeling really called to share right now is about not trying to be too quick with decisions, really allowing that to sit with and be with it. So what if your job is trying to tell you that this has to be done by a certain date? Negotiate with them, talk with them. You have a partner to deal with, right? You have someone else to be in mind with. This could be who you're engaged to. This could be, your spouse. This could be, even one of your children who's like, oh my God, what about my high school decisions, right? You guys get to create a win-win scenario. What does that get to look like? And think outside the box. I really feel like this is these two coming out together is like, think outside the box. You have more opportunities than you realize. There's going to be more benefit coming in than you realize. So yeah, pile number 3, I'm really excited for you. This is delicious. And I also want to share that I have a really awesome offering where I really help you tap into your own blueprint, your thumbprint of the stars, of your astrology, of your gene keys, of your human design. It's so helpful to tune into even how and when to eat certain foods, or even how to choose how you operate on your daily basis, how to have a good job opportunity presented before you, because you know what it is that helps you function the best, when you have the most energy, when you have the most creativity. So yeah, these are things that I can support with and create alignment and clarity. And I love doing this. This is what Authentic Lourdes is all about. I love doing this for myself. Therefore, I'm in the practice of it constantly. And then I'm able to pass this on to you guys. And I fucking love it. Like, I just cannot emphasize that. So if that calls you, check out the link below. Check out AuthenticLourdes.com. If you want to email me with a message, I'd love to hear from you. love@AuthenticLourdes.com. And yeah, it's so beautiful. Leave a comment on how this resonates for you. And I would just love to hear from you and your energy. Thanks for being here. See you guys soon. And looking forward to hearing from you. I'm dead serious. Please hit me up. Ciao for now.